some we're not even aware of. A neuroscientist recently found that we're only consciously aware of about 2% of the information our unconscious body and brain uses to react to new scenarios. A million little ways to survive we'll never even know about. I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I bet I'm more conscious than most. I was known for it at school. Stats, the other kids called me, because if people mentioned something in class, I could recall it exactly, by date even. I could tell you exactly how many times Mr. Baker used the words Anderson shelter in the first history lesson of term many months later. 14, I think it was. I am a catalogue of useless information, a hard drive of statistics and old nonsense that won't go in the trash can. I guess that's why I like birds. And people. At least from a distance. I see their distinguishing marks, and in an instant, I take it all in, and I don't forget it. And then they're mine, in a way. Beautiful things committed to memory, mine to keep forever. So don't give me your phone, even for a moment. Who knows what secrets I'll discover. They've got my number. That was stupid. I've left myself open. I don't know these kids. If they're dangerous or what. Now they're calling the tune. I don't want to be dragged around by their whims. I've got work to do. I suppose it's good that what's left of Jean's pay-as-you-go texts are being put to good use. But there's something eerie that hits me every time I see her number. That little, mysterious electronic envelope icon stares at me threateningly. Even though I know it's them, I open the message and take a look. Tomorrow, the Z Cafe, 8:30. Thompson, it read. I don't know whether they're trying to help or if they need something. But maybe I owe it to them to turn up and meet them at least. It's public, too. Should they try anything funny? The only thing I know about those kids is that Jean's said to be wary of anyone hiding out in those buildings. But I'm curious, to a fault. So at 8:30, I rush downstairs and past the fountain to the cafe and shop, and I head inside. They're nowhere to be seen, so I order a latte from the nice Greek guy who owns the place and take a seat at the back. The Polish waitress with the constantly perplexed expression slams my drink, and its accompanying tiny biscuit down in front of me. Around the corner, a group of kids can be heard playing distorted hip-hop from their smartphones. One of them has a hoverboard. It's not the sort of hoverboard I was promised would exist one day. It dribbles along as dynamically as a faulty Stannah stairlift. But he seems proud enough to dick around on it in a crowded cafe, to the delight of the rest of his gang. The perplexed waitress has asked them to turn it down many times, but the last time they told her in no uncertain terms to fuck off. These are not like the boys I met in the squat. These are bad kids. I say kids. They're probably in their early 20s, but God knows what they do with themselves. They don't look like they're part of the workforce. There's not a management consultant or postman between them. Their grey tracksuits, like baby grows, seem to have granted them eternal youth. Boom, 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 dab, boom. Their phones blare away. There are 3 of the patrons in the main body of the restaurant as I wait anxiously, uncomfortably. It's the figure I've cut most frequently since this all started. A trendy type sips at a fruit juice and surveys his laptop so intensely as if he would climb inside and swim around inside if that were possible and permissible. A couple eat breakfast in silence, perfectly content, their minds 1,000 miles away on some Far Eastern beach, yoga types. The last is an older guy who leans into me, kindly allowing me to sample his stale breath. His face stays there. It would be menacing if he wasn't so frail. Despite his age, he is fashionably dressed. However, it's unclear whether this is by fortune or design. Maybe he's accidentally come into fashion recently, his angular face peering in at me, his blue striped jacket hoisted to the elbows. Yes, I offer. Are you the lady that's looking around? Who wants to know? Immediately giving myself away, which wasn't my intention. Right. I was having a word with the boys around at Alaska House. They said you were following a few things up after Jean popped off. Okay, let's say that's me then. What do you want? Just to pass on some information, love. Thought maybe I could help out. I was speaking to them last night. Asked them to put us in touch when I heard you was looking around, he rasped in hushed lullaby tones. And why is that necessary, Mr. Thompson? The name from the text. That's right, he smiled, trying to look as legit as he could. We size each other up, the other patrons in their own worlds. You see, lovely, I'm the guy that lives